is not simply services delivered. It truly feels like a partnership from the very beginning, because the two of you show up as people, as real, genuine people, authentically appreciating and understanding the people that you'll be dealing with at our company. So, that kind of partnership is really valuable. I mean, we've all taken leadership training. We've all, dealt with outside consultants who tell you what to do, but to find one that will, partner with you and your team on a more human level is, it's different. Yeah, it's very good. My favorite lava story is another member of our team who had gone through the training before me came back from the training, and I picked up that he was dealing with me differently. Like, to have this individual who was not innately lava comfortable kind of person asking me open-ended questions and being empathetic, it registered enough for me to make a mental note of it. And then when I went through the training, I was thinking, doggone it, Mike has been lavaing me. Like, he's using this. He got this material before I did, and he's been manipulating me with it. So I thought that spoke volumes about, having real world in the workplace consequences to the things that the material we were being presented in class. It wasn't just, in one ear and out the other. It wasn't just a healthy reminder for all good leaders. It was truly something that would change the way the leader works every day. That's different. So the leadership training, I think, was effective in not only the way that it helped build the leaders that were there individually, but it helped to build the leaders there as a team. There's some kind of camaraderie that happened not only with the people in one cohort, but the people in multiple cohorts. Anyone who had gone through that training immediately had a point of reference in the way that we as leaders, as a team, are humbly trying to better ourselves for the strategic vision of what we're trying to do as an organization. And that was effective and not something I had ever seen come out of those types of leadership trainings before. Not simply services delivered. We've had materials, we've sat through classes, but for you two to show up as real people with a sense of humor, appreciating the intricacies of what our leadership team is really like, and then working through that's a different perspective than we usually get. Definitely not cookie cutter. Importance of an outside perspective, because in our businesses or disciplines, we tend to be very myopic, and you can't replace that outside perspective. And the way that you guys come in and are so adept at identifying problems, issues, challenges, and strengths, and bringing them to light in a constructive way for us, there's no way, in my opinion, you can get that fresh outside perspective doing change management independently and internally. Because to this point in my career, I would have told you the only way to do what we're effectively doing is a turnaround, right? You could loosely call it that, a culture change or a turnaround. The only way to do that would be to bring in a layer of management, at least in a cross or in a vertical. They bring in their own people and they set the culture by mandate and drive things forward. I've seen it done. I've seen the carnage that results, but I've also seen the good business result that comes from that. And I've never seen it work in a human-centered way using mostly existing staff as a resource that you're going to develop. And if it works here, you'll have changed my mind. And I'm excited. And really, it's the reason I'm still here, I think, is because I'm excited about the prospect of seeing that play out, because I would love to have my mind changed on that one. Yeah, and I think the real win in changing culture is you're changing the people and the way that we approach problems as a team, whether that's a new organizational structure, an external pressure. So once you set that standard, it should be self-propagating, right? It should continue to go. Where a team functioning by mandate is great for a shorter turnaround where you're going to sell, because you don't care if the culture pervades the organization, exists, and propagates itself. But if you want long-term results, this is the way to do it.